Hello everyone, my name is Sabine. Welcome to the third episode of the GP Network Show. I'm excited to be your host in today's show, where we're exploring some of the successes and shortfalls of COP26, as well as looking at a great example of how young people are already leading the fight for climate justice. Last month, thousands, from heads of states to young activists, got together in Glasgow, Scotland, for the COP26 to report on the international community's progress towards the commitments outlined in the Paris Agreement. First of all, there is no pretending. COP26 wasn't the massive success it has been made out to be, especially for those already being hit hardest by the climate crisis. But amongst the disappointment, there is hope. Let's start with the good news. From ActionAid, we had different youth activists participating. Among others was Safa Al-Momani, a climate justice activist who left Glasgow feeling empowered and hopeful for having an opportunity to speak about her experience as an activist in Jordan.
To be honest, it was very great opportunities to speak more about what drives me to fight for climate justice, and to talk more about what I am facing in my country and what let's say part of our water crisis in Jordan.
Much has been spoken about what needs to be done to secure our future, but the message that rang loud was that the time was now to act on climate justice.
What we want in the future is like action, immediate action. So, as a vulnerability countries, as a developing country, we are the countries we are affected by climate change. Do action in the future, we will be suffering in the upcoming years.
Every year, it seems to be the same though. At the COP, we put all our hopes and dreams for our future in the hands of a small group of the world's old, rich, and powerful. The reality is, many young people and indigenous voices were stifled or completely unrepresented at the largest climate crisis gathering. Mwanja Sinkala, Global Learning Advisor for ActionAid Global Platforms, explains.
We must understand that not every single person will have that opportunity to be in that space, but it doesn't diminish the value that they're bringing to the conversation and the contributions that are happening.
Whether they are in the green zone at COP26 or in their local communities, young people are making their voices heard in small and in big ways. From Jordan to Tanzania and Bangladesh, marches and initiatives have been organized by young people. Another example is from Zimbabwe, where climate activists recently launched their own climate dollar. The climate dollar is a tool to carry out the important message of the inequality and greed of the climate crisis towards Global South countries. Eric Moyo, a Zimbabwean activist member and climate justice activist, shared the importance of this initiative.
So the passion really, or the drive for it, was after the realization that at the end of the day, this climate injustice as is represented in our countries, the developing countries, the low-income economy countries. It's an issue of how the climate change impacts affect our economies, trickling down to livelihoods.
It is inspiring to see how the young people around the world are already taking the lead and being champions of climate justice. The time for climate justice is now. May your passion and movements continue to grow in great strides. Until next time, be wild and stay brave.